Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this evening. Deplorable state of east-west internal roads in Rivers State stirs concern. Port Harcourt resident calls for end to theft of public infrastructure. Rivers traders express worry over delay in accessing state government loan. Lawyer says state government can still run CTC if they can fund it. On the foreign scene, EU accused social media site X of likely deceit of users. I am Kala Dakoru Batubor. Good evening. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, the news. Welcome back. Now, the rest of the news. The deplorable state of several roads in Rivers State has become a cause for concern among residents and stakeholders. The failed portion of the east-west road caught the attention of the governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Diri, who said he was stuck in traffic for more than 2 hours on the road on his way to the Niger Delta Stakeholder Summit in Port Harcourt. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Daniel Alabra, Governor Diri slammed the contractor for blaming the slow traffic on the impatience of drivers and called for his sack for lacking capacity. He lamented that some commuters and vehicles had been on one spot for more than a week. The Bayelsa governor recalled that the 2022 floods, which damaged the road, also seriously affected Bayelsa, but within 1 year, the state fixed the roads destroyed in more than 4 local government areas. He wondered why the federal government allowed the rehabilitation work on the east-west road to linger for so long. Governor Diri urged the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, to visit and see the Okogbe axis of the east-west road in Rivers State for himself, and also charged South-South lawmakers at the National Assembly to make the issue of the uncompleted east-west road a matter of national priority. In the meantime, residents of Ozuoba, Rumosi and Rumokwachi in Obiakpo local government area say the poor condition of their internal roads is getting worse, especially this rainy season. In an interview with our correspondent, they said the roads are now being used as alternative routes due to the ongoing construction on the Ozuoba-Rumosi section of the Ring Road project. They think the government should have repaired these roads before starting the main road project. They are appealing to the state government and the Ministry of Works to address the worsening road conditions.
Now it is raining. In the next couple of minutes, there will be nowhere for anybody, to step their foot. This is Ozuoba community. There is no road anywhere. The Ozuoba-Rumosi Link Road, those areas are so bad. If you go towards the Rumokwachi, that Gojehoda axis, there is no road there. They are supposed to have, done remediation work before starting this project, so that motorists will see an alternative route to at least move about.
The trucks that the construction company Julius Berger is using, you understand, is even putting the road in more danger. They did not do anything on these alternative routes before they commence the project. So I want the state government, Ministry of Works to come to the aid of the residents of Ozuoba and Rumosi particularly.
Meanwhile, the residents of Eneka Rumodara Link Road in Port Harcourt Metropolis say transportation costs has continued to rise due to the poor condition of the road. They are calling on the Rivers State government to fix the bad section of Pipeline Junction. Some tricycle drivers operating along the road also narrated their experiences.
I want my government look into the road when they can but for the road. It take by the grace of God to Keke to pass there. And the road now they make Keke for take plenty money.
Assume rain fall now. It's like they will bring a boat to run this place. No motor will pass here. We are suffering too much. You can just from here to the other side. It's not up to 2 poles. You will pay 500 to cross.
We have tried. We the Keke riders. We have contributed a lot to this road. Even last time here we buy chippings and blocks, but it's not helping us. Anytime rain fall, here is normally full. You will never see where to put leg.
Us because if you collect plenty money from passenger.
Yeah, in the car road, you need to do more there.
Currently with correspondent Constance Mega, Mr. Ijoma, a public affairs analyst, recounted how he fled as a group of young men attempted to attack him for confronting an individual he saw removing the railings on the median on a section of Aba Road.
I was turning into Old Aba Road from Aba Road by Total under the flyover, and I saw this young man literally cutting off this barricade on the median, broad daylight. I parked and asked why he was doing so. He said someone asked him to bring them. I asked who. Probably there was no form of identification for whoever he claimed was responsible for his action. But as I tried to probe further, other members of his gang started yelling at me and asking why I was doing the video recording, and were running towards my car, so I had to drive off for my own safety.
Mr. Ijoma also called for immediate government action to curb the theft of government properties. Reacting to this, Rivers State Chairman of the National Orientation Agency, Young Ayo Tamina, urged residents to protect public assets and infrastructure. Mr. Tamina told our correspondent that the Commission has led several advocacy programs to educate Rivers residents on the importance of preserving public infrastructure.
The call for the protection of public assets, public infrastructure have been on. In fact, it is one of our programs. For us, as an agency, we are very, very, very clear about it. It's something that should not be condoned, something that should not be tolerated in any form at all. And going further, I also believe that our attitude as citizens, our attitude and mindset towards these public infrastructures actually have to change.
Mr. Ayatamina also encouraged residents to report to the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense.
The governor have already given the money out of trials to benefit, and it was announced to the end of everybody. At the end, the people.
Supreme Court, which granted financial autonomy to local governments. As you may know, Rivers State local governments are currently administered by CTCs. Professor Wokucha spoke to our correspondent on this.
Now, on the implication of this for states, the 21 states operating with caretaker committee presently, is that you can only continue to run it for as long as you self-fund it, because the federal allocations for those local governments will no longer be coming, as the federal government will withhold them on the authority of the Supreme Court order.
We'll go for a quick commercial break, but still to come. Increased cost of wheelbarrow elicits reaction. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Now, the rest of the news. The rising cost of wheelbarrows has stirred concerns. A wheelbarrow pusher, Ahmed Mohammed, tells our correspondent that they decided to increase the cost of their services as well as to afford daily food. He added that the internal roads in most markets are in deplorable conditions.
If you carry person like before, 4 people now, for example now 100 naira times 4, it go be 400. When you go buy rice now, that 400, you go chop rice for morning, you go chop for afternoon. For now, when you carry 7 people now, it no go reach you to chop only morning food. That's why wheelbarrow cost. So the road save no good. If you enter this porto like this, you go reach 30 minutes. You never reach where they go. Some you go pay. Go few coin, you go throw person market now. Some go say you go pay.
Some traders also spoke on the increase in wheelbarrow fare.
Even if you look at the road, now this Rumoji road, the road is very bad, and even make the wheelbarrow people to increase. Something you carry from road to 100 naira, they say 200, some 300. If you look at that road, the Rumoji road need attention. This is a major road in the Maiwan market.
The way things be for the country, everybody want to meet up to eat. A plate of garri is 800, 1215, depending on the person we go meet. So every wheelbarrow man want to meet up to the demand of the day. So for you, a wheelbarrow man to carry something to go outside now collect 100 naira for that, no go fit chop. So they decide to increase their allowance, make them feel meet up like man. And most of them they rent the wheelbarrow per day. And people they rent the wheelbarrow, most of them don't increase them from 500, maybe from 500 to 2,000 or 3,000 per day.
It was gathered that the price of a new wheelbarrow has increased from between 27,000 naira and 28,000 naira to about 57,000 naira. Also, the cost of renting an old wheelbarrow for 7 days increased from 500 naira to 1,000 naira, and that of a new wheelbarrow from 1,000 naira to 1,500 naira. In the Rumokoro axis, a new wheelbarrow is sold for between 45,000 naira and 50,000 naira. Moving on, the Caretaker Committee Chairman of Auda East Local Government Area, Api Benef, has initiated the construction of 2 modern police posts at the Rivers State University campus in Auda and the Ugbo region. Speaking during the flag-off ceremony, Mr. Benef said the project will enhance security and restore peace in Auda East. He urged cultists to surrender their arms and assured the youths of upcoming empowerment programs and infrastructure development.
We cannot fold our hands and watch the university taken away from Ahoda East as a result of insecurity. The university management has been writing to the council previously for a similar project, but it was neglected. Today, we are here to flag off these projects with 70% of the total cost already paid to the contractor. We are willing to encourage the youths through empowerment programs and stomach infrastructure.
Our correspondent reports that stakeholders including former council chairman Stephen Iwa Madwenyi and the regent of Igbo-Euda, Chigemerem David, commended Governor Siminalayi Fubara for appointing Mr. Benef. They also expressed confidence in his ability to restore peace to Auda East.
We are very happy with what the caretaker chairman of Auda East has about police outpost by the faculty of humanities at Auda today.
Our elders, our women, including some notable persons, have not been able to go to farms to farm and get farm produce for themselves and for the majority of the local government, purely because of the insecurity. And today, he has come to clean and wipe off our tears. We can now give a sign of relief that we have gotten somebody that is very security conscious, that is very caring about the well-being, the security of the people. I want to thank.
On his part, the project consultant Chime Akot said 70% of the money has been released for the construction of a bungalow at the Rivers State University Auda campus and a story building in the Ugbo region. He said the projects are expected to be completed within 3 months. We'll go for another commercial. After that, we will take a look at the foreign scene. To stay tuned.
The world.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the international scene. The European Union says verified blue tick account on Elon Musk's social media site X has the potential to deceive users. The EU accused the social media site of breaching its online content rules, saying users can be duped into thinking that the identity of those with blue tick marks was verified, when in fact anybody can pay for a blue tick. The ruling could lead to X being fined up to 6% of its global annual turnover and being forced to change how it operates in the bloc.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this evening, you heard the bad state of the East-West Road and some internal roads in Rivers State is stirring concerns. A Port Harcourt resident has called for an end to theft of public infrastructure. A lawyer says state governments can still run caretaker committee if they can fund it. On the foreign scene, the EU has accused social media site X of likely deceit of news edited by Constance Mayor to WhatsApp to 0807217215. I am Kalada Kurubatabo. Good evening.